Hi everybody. I promised to make a video to just show you how to add resources to our Zotero library, so I'm doing that now as promised. And I'll post links to this on Basecamp as well as probably a YouTube video itself. But in order to work with our library, you need to download the Zotero client and log into your account. You're all members of our web research library, so you should see that I've got a few folders set up here. One for just general web stuff, one that's for K through 12, so kindergarten through 12th grade. You'll sometimes find articles that are aimed at elementary and secondary school. Then web pedagogy, that's the stuff that's like college and graduate level. And then I've got another thing that I'm working on for a class I'm teaching this fall that's WebRTC. But those are the basic things. It might be good to put in some kind of like sort folder in case you find something that maybe this is interesting but you're not sure, or you're not sure where it goes. So I'll think about adding that later. But for now, I just want to show you how to add these things. So through the Galvin library, I went to the ACM Digital Library, which is proxied through at this address. Zotero will give you some options to set that proxy as standard. And then over here, this tiny little nondescript icon that looks like a folder is actually the little save to Zotero. So I'm going to just do, I've been doing generic searches and I promised I'd catalog sort of the ones that I'm working for, but let's just do a search here for HTML5 and see what turns up. All right, so, oh, Siri, please. I'm keeping it. All right, sorry about that. Hopefully you got to hear SIRI ask me something. So this first article that's popping up, mashup development with HTML5. Yeah, maybe. I mean, it's within the time frame, right? This is 09, 010, so I'm interested in like roughly the last 10 years or so. So I'll go ahead and add that one. So I'm going to click on the reference. And this is where Zotero is awesome, because what I can do is I can click. If I look through here real quick, I'm just making sure like this isn't like we're teaching something or this isn't a class. This looks to me to be actually, web development oriented rather than teaching. So I click the little saving to, and then I can choose from this drop down. It gives me this more, and there's a couple things from my own personal library, but then there's the web research things, and I'm going to just drop this one in web general. Now, there's this little warning down here about a full text PDF. If a PDF version of an article is open access, Zotero will slap that thing, or will slurp that thing up and add it to the library automatically. This one's not, which is going to be the case most of the time. So I'll show you that here in a second step where we actually will add that full text PDF. But if I click done, and again, your Zotero app needs to actually be running here. If it doesn't, you'll get weird complaints from the browser extension when you sent that up. In my case, I'm using Chrome. But here we go. We've got already, it's highlighted, and then this is all of the information that we've got from the citation over here. So this is pretty fantastic, and of course, Zotero will also output citations for it. But this is a great way to just hang on to these things. All right, so then the last thing I want to do is go to grab this PDF. And of course, I'm just going to right click and choose Save As. Now there is a Save to Zotero. I've not experimented with that. Maybe I should. I'm going to try that. Yeah, an error occurred while saving this item. Yeah, blah, blah, blah. I didn't think so. Okay, so we're going to do it the old-fashioned way. Save As. And of course, we get this ugly numeric for the PDF. So don't let these things stack up. I've got a whole bunch of stacks of older stuff that are all in these impenetrable file names. So I'm going to just save that to my downloads directory. And then over here, I'm going to go, and there's the little paperclip icon here in Zotero itself. I've got this mashup development article here, and then I'm going to say attach stored copy of file. And then just let me jump to my downloads. There's that PDF. All right, and now we can see that we've got this nice PDF that's been stored here. And from within Zotero, you can click on it and then have access to that. I would love it if somebody in Basecamp can confirm to me that on these resources where I've attached a file that you're able to see that yourself. It will not show up on the web. If we go and look at the group, Zotero here is presented on the web without being logged in, but then you can see there, boom, that thing has been added. If I click on it, it'll take us to this faux web version, and here we get all of the articles in here. If I double click this thing again, yeah, it'll take me to the document object identifier. Yeah, that's fine. Thank you. All right, that's basically it. Happy hunting. I'll be updating my search terms. I'm still digging through stuff. You can always do a quick check and see everything is by default listed by title. So if you come across something interesting and you're worried about duplicating it, you can always jump in here and see if the thing shows up. If it does, right, like here's an analysis of CSS syntax. So apparently at some point, yeah, I put that in on the 9th and then again on the 13th. So let's see where these things might be. It's there. I wonder if that might be picking up a duplicate from my personal library. Right? I'm not too worried about duplicates. If you see a duplicate that's listed in one of these collections, you can pretty much feel welcome to just delete the thing. But otherwise, that's the basics. All right? Talk to you guys soon. Have a good rest of the weekend.